When I say Mario Kart, you probably think of one of these three games. The reason for that is that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the most recent and also has a massive amount of content compared to the other games. And Mario Kart Wii and 64 are mass glazed by millennials and Gen Z because they grew up playing them. There are 4 other mainline games in the series, being Super Mario Kart, Mario Kart Double Dash, Mario Kart DS, and Mario Kart Super Circuit. Okay, most of you probably realized that I didn't mention Mario Kart 7, but I bet at least a few didn't think twice about it. Mario Kart 7 is very overlooked compared to the other Mario Kart, so I thought I'd make a video about Mario Kart 7. But before I start talking about that game, I'm on a mission to get to 1K subs by the end of the year, so make sure to subscribe. Alright, now let's get into Mario Kart 7, the most underrated game in Mario Kart history. How do you top a $2.8 billion global phenomenon? That's the question Nintendo had to answer when going into Mario Kart 7. The Wii was a huge success, and being the second best selling game on the Wii, Mario Kart Wii was also huge. The community around Mario Kart Wii was lively, and Gen Zs around the world were making memories they would someday never stop yapping about. So in early 2010, when Nintendo started developing Mario Kart 7, they were just leaving the greatest era of Mario Kart up to that point. Mario Kart 7 was finished and released in late 2011, and only 3 years later we got Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. In comparison, it's been almost 11 years since we got a completely new Mario Kart. Either way, with a quick release of another Mario Kart, 7 got completely overshadowed by 8. 8 felt like Mario Kart 7, but with better graphics, more characters, anti-grav, and DLC, even though 7 literally sold better than the system 8 was on. Mario Kart 8 was praised despite being on the Wii U, Nintendo's worst selling console. To make things worse for 7, we got 8 Deluxe on the Switch, and then in 2022, we got the Booster Course Pass, which launched us into a new era of Mario Kart. I believe 2022 was when Mario Kart 7 truly and finally died, but it was on life support from 2019 to 2021. Mario Kart 8 has gone on to be the best-selling Mario game of all time, with $4.28 billion in sales. That's more money than there is in Granada and Belize combined. When it's sandwiched between two juggernauts of that scale, it's hard to stand out. Mario Kart 7 added 3 new mechanics that altered the way you play Mario Kart. Mario Kart Wii and Double Dash had cannons that would shoot you out into the sky on various courses, but these cannons wouldn't let you control your kart until you're back on the ground. But in Mario Kart 7, there were sections that would let you glide with full control over your kart. This feature would also make its way into Mario Kart 8 and presumably stay in the game forever. Mario Kart 7 also added underwater sections of tracks, which allow for water-themed tracks to have a lot more depth. The last major mechanic Mario Kart 7 introduced was kart customization. This is the feature that allows you to choose which kart, wheels, and glider you want individually. This allowed for the meta to be much more precise, as in previous games you just had to go with the best thing Nintendo gave you. But enough yapping about new mechanics, let's talk about the silent yet goated community aspect of Mario Kart 7. The servers for 3DS and Wii U were shut down on April 8th of 2024, but for the near 13 years that Mario Kart 7 was online, people loved it. Mario Kart 7 took everything that Mario Kart Wii still had in 2011 and straight up brought it into Mario Kart 7. The Wii's online lobbies looked pretty cool, even though I haven't gotten a chance to use them yet, and Mario Kart 7s are just that, but brought communities to the table. Communities and Mario Kart 8's tournaments are the same thing and essentially are private or public rooms that anyone can make, where you can set your own custom rules. 7's online mode wasn't anything crazy, but was still really good and didn't lack anything for its time. Another aspect of Mario Kart 7's community was Street Pass. Street Pass was incorporated into Mario Kart 7 for exchanging ghost data, and it also gave you the option to set a custom cup of your 4 favorite races from the game that people use Street Pass can race your Mii in. This was a nice touch, even though I never really got many Street Passes. These things just made Mario Kart 7 feel more alive than the previous handheld Mario Karts, as they either had limited online functionality or none at all. You can also get Mario Kart 7 servers back by using the Pretendo network on a modded 3DS, and I'll have some links on how to do that in the description. But there's one thing that's integral to the Mario Kart experience: how it feels to play the game. Mario Kart 7 had a control style that can be best described as in the middle. The controls weren't super quick or snappy, but they also weren't sluggish. I'd say it felt in between the controls of Mario Kart Wii and Mario Kart 8, which isn't a bad thing. A big reason why people like one Mario Kart or the other better is the way it feels. Mario Kart Wii's controls are harder than Mario Kart 8's, but that's not a bad thing for either of the games. Mario Kart Wii has a slightly higher skill floor and ceiling, while 8 has a lower skill floor and a slightly lower skill ceiling. And Mario Kart 7's skill floor and ceiling are in between. Before I end the video, this is just a reminder that I'm trying to get to 1K subs by the end of the year, and I need your help. So make sure you go and quickly hit the subscribe button. Much of Mario Kart 8's success can be accredited to Mario Kart 7's features and mechanics, and it's important to state that Mario Kart 7 did and does have a community of high level and competitive players. Even so, Mario Kart 7 is still the forgotten Mario Kart.